I love making chili. Not only is it always foolproof, beginner cooks can cook it, advanced cooks love to cook it too. You can incorporate whatever flavors you love, use what you've got in your pantry, but today we're gonna cook a smoky pork bacon white bean chili. Pork loin is great for this recipe because we're gonna use about half of this and cube it. The other half we can use for things like fajitas or the peachy pork picante or maybe salads or stews or whatever we want throughout the week. When you cut your pork loin, cut it in about 1/2 inch slices first. And when you're looking for pork and you want a lean product, loin equals lean. So when you're shopping, look for the word loin. This is how much I'm gonna cube and use for my chili. The other half I'm gonna store in a plastic bag, put it in my fridge, again, and use it for other recipes throughout the week. I'm gonna cut these into 3/4 inch cubes. It doesn't have to be perfect, however, it is nice to have a consistent size so that everything evenly cooks. I've already cooked my bacon in the skillet, so I've left my bacon grease. I'm gonna add 1/2 of a white onion I've already diced. Now my onions have been sauteing for about 2 minutes. I'm gonna add my pork. I'm gonna stir this so it's evenly distributed on the pan. I'm gonna let it cook for about 6 to 8 minutes. My pork looks done, it's been 8 minutes. So now I'm ready to add the remaining ingredients. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of chili powder, paprika. Then we're gonna add 2 cans of tomatoes. These are diced tomatoes. And then we're gonna add water. We're gonna stir this around. Then we're gonna bring it up to a boil, reduce it to a simmer, and let it simmer for 35 or 45 minutes so that all those ingredients get incorporated. It's been about 35 minutes, and now I'm ready to add my remaining ingredients. The pork is tender, and that tender pork makes any dish delicious. I'm gonna add my 2 cans of white beans. I'm gonna add 2/3 of my cooked bacon. I wanna save the last third for my garnish. I'm gonna stir that. I'm gonna cook it for a little bit more, and we're almost done. You're gonna season your chili with salt and pepper. I always start with a couple pinches, but when you're all done, you can decide if you wanna add more. Now that this is cooked through, I'm gonna serve it with a little bit of sour cream, some green onions, and our remaining bacon. I love chili, and I'm so excited to enjoy this. And chili always tastes great with a little bit of extra garnish. And this time I'm gonna use a little bit of sour cream. And then again, our leftover bacon. Just put a couple pieces on there. Our green onions. And now it's time to enjoy. Properly cooked pork is so tender and juicy, it makes every dish delicious.